Today you're going to learn about mixed numbers and improper fractions. First, I want to introduce you to the vocabulary. To convert means to change from one form to another. For example, this blank piece of land is converted or changed into a playground or park. A mixed number is a whole number and a fraction. I'm sure you've seen them before, but here is an example. This is a mixed number. It is 1 and 1/4. An improper fraction is a fraction larger than one whole. The numerator is larger than the denominator. So here is an example of an improper fraction. It's 9/5. The 9 is bigger than the 5, so the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Mixed numbers. A mixed number has a part that is a whole and a part that is a fraction. So here you see two squares. You see one whole square and 3 parts out of 4 parts of the square colored in green. So this fraction, this mixed number, would be 1 and 3/4. What do you think this mixed number would be? We have 3 whole circles colored in and 3 parts out of 4 colored in the last one. If you said 3 and 3/4, you're correct. What about this one? We have 5 whole triangles and 1 out of 2 parts of a triangle colored in. That mixed number equals 5 and 1/2. Now we're going to practice converting a mixed number to an improper fraction. Here's where the math comes in. Here are the steps. You may not understand them until we get to doing an example, but I want you to know the steps first. The first thing you do is multiply the whole number times the denominator. So then you add that answer of the multiplication to the numerator. Whatever that number is, you put over the denominator. So let's go over it again. 2.5 is your mixed number. You're going to multiply the whole number 2 times the denominator. So 2 times 2 equals 4. Then we go to step 2. Step 2 says add your answer to the numerator. So 4 plus the numerator is 5. Here's our answer, 5. And step 3 says put that number over the denominator. The denominator in our mixed number is 2. So our answer is 5/2 or 5/2. That's our improper fraction. So 2.5 equals 5/2. Those are equivalent fractions as well. Let's convert 6 2/3 to an improper fraction. Our first step says multiply the whole number times the denominator. So 6 times 3 is what? 18. Then we go to step 2 and add the numerator. So 18 plus 2 equals 20. And step 3 says put that answer over the denominator. Our denominator is 3, so our answer is 20/3. I'm going to erase so we make sure we're correct. 6 2/3 equals 20/3, which is what we got. Let's do another one. 6 times 3, again, is 18, plus 1 is 19. There's steps 1 and 2. Step 3 again is rewriting the denominator, which is 3. 19/3. Let's check and see if we're correct. 19/3. Let's move on to improper fractions. Improper fractions, again, are a fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator. So you may have 2 squares all filled in, but they're separated into sections. The sections is the denominator. You know that from earlier in this unit. We have 8/4. Here, what do you think the improper fraction is? We know that the denominator is going to be 4 because the squares are separated into 4 sections. So each square, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares times 4 sections is 16. And then we have 17, 18, 19 sections colored in, and our denominator is 4. Let's check and see if we're correct. Now, our circles are separated into sections of 2, so that's our denominator. And let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sections are shaded, and we know our denominator is 2, so our improper fraction should be 11 twos, or 11 halves. And we're right. So now, let's convert improper fractions to mixed numbers the opposite way. First, I'm going to read you the steps again, and then we'll do examples. Number 1 is divide the numerator by the denominator. Put the remainder over the current denominator. So let's try it. We know that the denominator is 2, so 2 goes into 5, or 5 divided by 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1, so 1 is our remainder. So 2 at the top is our whole number, 1 is going to be our numerator, and 2 from the original fraction is the denominator. So 5 halves equals 2 and a half. We'll do another example. We are going to convert 7/3 into a mixed number. So first we have to do 3 goes into 7. So we know 3 goes into 7 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. So we have 2, remainder 1. I know that 2 will be the whole number. I know that 2 will be the whole number, and 1 is our remainder, and we rewrite the denominator from the original fraction. So it should be 2 1/3. Here we will divide 8 by 3. 3 goes into 8 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. This got erased. So we know the number at the top is 2, so that's our whole number. Our remainder is 2, so that's the numerator, and we rewrite the denominator from the original fraction, which is 3. So our answer should be 2 2/3. And we're right.